Hello, Vegas Creations. How are you? Google just sent me a message that says I can't um, back up or save or send messages or and all kind of stuff. I ain't never seen that before. But I can believe it. My storages are super full. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, y'all. Hello, Miss V's Creations. How are you? Hey, Creative Desk Solutions. Just pick up my phone and saw you. Well, I just came on. Thanks for coming. Hey, Miss Creations by Tiffany. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Crystal. How are you? Hi, Julia. Welcome to the live. So Selfless Gift Baskets. Hey, what y'all got going on today? What y'all doing in these basket making streets? Hey, Miss Brenda Alexander. Happy Sunday to you as well. Uh, Maybe if I get that out of your face, is that better? Is it still on the camera? Yeah, it is. Kind of, sort of. What am I doing? I was working, y'all. I really was. Hey, bundles of blessings. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Yeah, so I am finishing up these gifts that I had on my table yesterday. Um, yeah. And so now I'm bowing them up. Miss V says, doing well, sis. Getting ready to wrap some boxes for V Day. Sounds good. Crystal says she's taking a break, about to eat. That sounds good as well. Um, Here is one of the ones that I did. And this is my choice of bow for this particular gift. Let me see if y'all can see. Yeah. Um, Squishmallow display box. Espery, just want to say thank you for all the tips and tricks to keep costs low. I love it. You're welcome. Bundles, I'm glad it's helping. Hey, Miss Angela, welcome in, welcome in. So this is one that I finished up. These are essentially sleep pants. This is just a sleep, what is this? A display box. Um, oh, that's tape on it. I was going to say, why does that look like that? um, But these are essentially sleep pants, pajama bottoms. So this is one that we got from Family Dollar. This is one of the display boxes that I was able to pick up from Walmart. I think it was for candles. I put the size that was on the tag on the back of it. And then I actually wrote small in there, even though it literally says size small right there. But from a distance, I need to be able to see it and let other people see it. So, although they are adult sleep pants, we did give them a squishmallow, the Onyx Bathhouse two-piece. So there's the body scrub and a body. Actually, I should have took that tag off of there. And a what is it? Bath bomb. And there's a cup. And that's all that's in this gift. And I have several that are similar to it. The same composition as far as the items that's in it. You can see I took the bath bomb off of, the tag off of this bath bomb, but it's turned sideways, so that was kind of backwards. I could have left the tag on this one, seeing as it's not positioned correctly. I didn't want to open that up and take that off because it's a big glob of glue that's holding that bath bomb to that thing, and I didn't feel like fooling with it, so I just left it. But it is what it is. Let's see. So cute. Love the ribbon. Thank you. Bundle says will be good for teens as well. Yes, and that was a size small, so I thought I can get away with it. And this is a size medium. This one has a squishmallow in it also. It's a size medium, so that may also be for a teen or a younger adult. What I am going to do is take this ribbon off of here, this little bow that I put up here, because this is not, I ain't too particular about it. For one thing, it's got glitter everywhere, and that glitter is already on my nerves. It's everywhere, and I say everywhere. So, I can get that off of there and put one of these other bows on it, and then we'll be done with it. V's Creation says, thanks. Crystal went to Family Dollar last night and used my coupons and the 15 and use my coupons, the 15 and the 5 off of my $35 purchase. Thanks again. Awesome. Yes, Crystal was MVP to put that out. Um, I actually saw that Tasha put out a notice for it also. So yeah, I'm loving that the community's helping us out because I did not see, um, didn't know that, and I was just in that store the previous day and didn't know that they were having that coupon and all that kind of stuff. So we are thankful for the ladies that put the words out. We appreciate you all so much. Hey, all right, RNA Baskets. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Hey, Still Classy. Welcome in, welcome in. V's Creation says, thank you, S. Marie, too. I heard it here first. Well, thanks, V's Creation. Yep, we were able to be in here, and Crystal was able to school us. We got the people going and all of that kind of stuff. So I love it when a plan comes together. So that's what it's all about. Hey, Miss Kimberly Showers, how are you? Hey, Queen in Indiana. Crystal says, awesome, V's Creations. Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much because I was able to get some Clorox. So it's not as glamorous as some of the other hauls and all of that kind of stuff, but it's what we needed. And like I say, I got in that store. I had went ahead and made another account quickly after I did my first transaction and got another coupon. So I was like, okay, I can do this one more time. So I was sitting there trying to figure out what I wanted. And I was just drawing a blank. So I was like, here, I tell myself what, let's leave this be and go on and call it good at this point. So I just did my one transaction. I ended up with my total being a little bit over what I wanted because I got the Clorox and I wasn't sure if that $2 coupon was going to come off once or multiple times. And I think the previous time it was used, it was coming off like multiple times. So that made the deal really inexpensive. But this time it only came off on my account one time. So the $2 that I had accounted for the coupon, I ended up having to pay because it didn't deduct that additional off of there, which was fine. It was fine. But like I said, I couldn't figure out anything else. I was looking at some of the robes. They had a beautiful red fluffy robe. I was looking at the black fluffy robes. I was also looking at the pajama sets, the animal print. But I was like, I already got enough pajamas and robes, so let me work with what I have. I'm kind of kicking myself for not getting them, but it'll be all right. We will cross that bridge later on. Hey, All Things with the K, thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Belle. She says, hey, Chat. Great use of the Onyx set from DT. Yes, ma'am. They had to go. We put them in all kind of stuff. So this is two. I did 4 in a smaller box. My apologies, y'all. I had to take them off of here. Y'all know ain't no room up here on this table. And then I did 2 in the larger boxes only because this plushy, fluffy, stuffy is larger than the other one. So I had to put him in a larger box. Uh, so since I got the butterfly in here, I did the same thing. I gave them a larger Onyx scrub, but this one doesn't have the bath bomb in it. And then we have, of course, the loofah. He's my little pony. And a cup, standard. And then the same pair of pants on the back in a different size, of course, and wrapped on a larger box. Now, I didn't use any shred in these. Oh, and I also put a little baby gift box in there with some peppermints. I didn't use any shred. As you can see down here, we got some tinsel. And this is actually Christmas tinsel that I got from Family Dollar. And I just cut it and used it. That one piece of tinsel, it was $1.25, went on in all of these gifts. And I think I did 6, and I still have a little pile of it left. So that was cute, right? Hello, Mr. Pointer. I know, right? Like, let me use this pointer. Y'all know my hands, actually, because I wash my hands so much, and then when I'm messing with the gifts, I don't want a lotion because that lotion will make my tape not stick and all that kind of stuff. So, if you see gift designers, some of us are ashy because we'll mess up our product and or tape situations with a lot of oils on our hands. So y'all know how it goes. Oh my gosh, love this one. Hey, never in a million. Been watching and cooking. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you checking in, letting us know that you're here. So that was one, and then I did another one the exact same way. And since these are essentially the same gift, I find that it helps me use similar ribbons with them all, so that at a glance I can pick them out in a crowd. So if I have gifts all over my table and they're like, oh, I like this one, but I need a size medium. Okay, well, I know that the ones that I created in this style with these items, I use the stripe ribbon with to catch all the colors from all of the plushies in here. So I will scan my area or look in the U-Haul or whatever the case may be and say, okay, well, that one over there, this one in that corner or whatever, let's bring those out because those are the same sleep pants, just a different size. And that may be what the person is looking for. So you'll see a lot of my gifts have similar bows. They may not be exactly the same, but they're going to be similar style bow, as well as like something similar as far as the color. So in this particular one, I used the stripe one, like I said. This one has red because my box is red, and I also picked up some of the red at the tinsel, and the reds here. But this one I used the little velvet pink because most of the smaller ones have some type of shade of pink in them. So that's what I did with that. Hey, Keisha. Angela says these are great. Thank you, ma'am. How many pieces of tulle did you use behind the ribbon bow? Three, four. Looks like 4 or 5. Yeah, 4. Yep. And then the ones that came to the bottom, I just put in different places. So not a lot, just a little something to give it some flair. Hey, Miss V, welcome in. Crystal says, I can't wrap boxes today because I thought of getting wrapping paper at Hobby Lobby, but it's basket wrap. So I go return. Oh, so you got to return it tomorrow. Crap. That's actually what I need, Crystal, is basket wrap. I was in there looking for some tinted cellophane. I had also saw like 2 weeks ago, whenever before I was put on bed rest. But I saw they had some heart cellophane bags in there. Try by the time I went back looking, what was that, yesterday when I went in there, they act like they never even carried that. I was like, no, you definitely had it. There were bags, and you only got 5 bags for, I want to say like $5. With the heart cellophane compared to the 6 bags for $4 that were in the regular gifting section. So I was like, you guys definitely had it. I took pictures on my phone and everything because I was comparison shopping. And she was like, well, it may have sold out. So, yeah, but I need to find me some and clip off some of this stuff. It's looking real raggedy. Find some tinted color cellophanes. Um, these are super cute. Thank you. Hey, Veggie Woman, what you doing? Hi, everybody in the chat. S. Marie, are you adding balloons to these? I could add balloons to these. I had not intended to. But, I mean, it's an option. All of my stuff is going to be able to, I can open it up and put other stuff in there if I need to. But I hadn't planned on putting a balloon in this one. I was actually looking at my balloon stash. I have 7 bags, trash bags of balloons from Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna need to make sure I figure out something to do with those and get them moved. I was working with some of those little clear cups and putting some tops in them. And initially, I thought I could use one of these balloons at the top of that. But these are super large for that little cup. So I don't know. I don't want to buy any more, but I think the little bitty balloons will be super cute for these. But I don't, y'all know anything about it. So I'm still trying to figure that one out. So let's get these ones off. And I heard that Valentine's Day balloons, Mother's Day balloons, which I have gotten the Mother's Day balloons myself. I didn't find any Valentine's ones. But Mother's Day balloons and Valentine's Day balloons at Dollar Tree were included in the quarter clearance. And as you know, most of that stuff that was a quarter has now pennied out. There's been talk that the stores received an email. I saw the email that says that they can go ahead and sell them to the customers if they bring them up. But then some stores are not abiding by that. I had a store take some product from me, not allow me to buy it the other day. So there is a chance that there are Happy Valentine's Day balloons that have pennied out at the Tree of Dollars, Dollar Tree, but they may or may not let you buy them. So I can pass that on to you guys. Blessed Sunday, Miss Rosie. Welcome in. Glad you're doing okay. Yes, ma'am, I am. Let me get these off of here. And I'll bring up these last two that I need to bow up. And I don't know. I'm over the Valentine's themed stuff already. Um, and I'm using it kind of as I pull it out and as I see it, I'll use it. But I'm not overly using the Valentine's stuff. So I'll probably do like Valentine's, a couple of Valentine's gifts, which I often do a couple of any occasion gifts. So since I have all of that Shea Moisture packs that I got from Target, I think I'm going to use those and make some hair care product gifts. Now, I've done that before. Veggie Woman says, I was there yesterday. I bought penny pins, wax melts, and bag fillers for a penny at Dollar Tree. Congratulations. That is awesome. I haven't been to my super friendly stores yet. So they may allow what the other stores have not. But I really didn't try because up until like yesterday, I thought they were still getting in trouble if they sold the stuff. So I was just like, I ain't trying it. I don't want to risk it. But now that I know that there is a memo out that says they won't be fired for selling it, I'm like, shoot, let me go get me some penny stuff. Because I left so much stuff at my stores, y'all. It is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, but there's a lot out there still. So we'll add that on there. And now that little baby's complete. I think I'm going to do you with some blue. I'm going to keep this color ribbon, but I think I'm going to add some blue or something on there. Now I do have, let's see. Hey, Alicia. Welcome in. I do have these little ones I can add on him. How would I do that? I'll have to see. Hello. It's that email from corporate stating we can buy for a penny or 25 cents. Hey, just Jackie. The email from corporate says that they can sell the items for a penny. If a customer that they were supposed to remove the items from the sales floor, damage them out, yada yada yada. Then towards the bottom of the email, it says if a customer finds an item and brings it up to the register, then they can sell it to the customer for the penny. And then the manager is supposed to go and remove all of the rest of the items and then damage it out. So that is what the actual email says. So some people are saying they have not seen the email. Some people are probably still not going to want to do it simply because of the ramifications of selling the pennies in the past. So I don't know, which one is which. But at this point, now that I know that there's an email, I was like, well, we may be able to get some stuff. So all things with a K. Wait, who did I miss? Ooh, a lot of y'all. Veggie Woman says, I will look for penny balloons. Your stores are packed. Yes, they are. For the penny. Yep, definitely. I mean, if you're in there, check them out and see. And y'all know to use your scanners on your phone, the scanning app, or either the scanner in the store. And if it comes up, if you scan the item and it comes up like product not found, then that's usually an indication that it's one of the penny items. And they can verify it at the register for you. Things with the case says, can you hot glue the blue on top of the stripe bow? I can. Alicia says, went to urgent care this morning and I have a muscle pull. I'm on muscle relaxers and off work for 2 days. Oh, Alicia, feel better. I hate you're not feeling well, but glad you got seen and you're on the mend. So it's a good thing that you went ahead and went in and got some care. So now that you know that, you can go ahead and start recuperating, taking it slow instead of keeping on pushing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we push through, but we actually need to be rested or, something else to help. Hey, Jeanette, welcome in. Veggie Woman says, I found 21 Mother's Day boxes as well. My friendly DT associate mentioned the email. Yes, yes, yes. I've been getting the Mother's Day boxes, the little small boxes. I've been getting those. And some that are that same size but are florals, just plain florals. So I've been getting those. I actually saw some Christmas boxes that I hadn't seen before. So I got a couple of those. They were 60 something cents, so I wasn't too particular about that. But they were cute boxes. I just have to figure out what it is that I'm actually going to do with them. So I got some of those. Miss V says, Alicia, she hopes you feel better soon. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Alicia. Yeah, Veggie Woman says, take it easy. So, yep, I could hot glue these on there, but I can also just take this loose and marry them while I'm putting it together. The only thing I was kind of skeptical about is the size of the ribbon. The size of these little bows is so much smaller than the other one. So I can put it up there, but it's going to be a little baby bow. So, this is probably way too much going on. And it's crazy. I went through all of those links to get ribbon and bows and stuff. And now that I got the ribbon, I don't want to use it on the gifts. I'm like, I'm going to save my ribbon to later. Which is crazy work, if you ask me. What you went and got the stuff for if you're not going to use it, guys? She's got some blue. These are too cute. Miss V says, I'm at capacity in this house. Can't bring another thing in this house. I know that's right. I know that's right. And I applaud you guys that say that and actually stick to that. I'm not one that can do that. I have not mastered that level of self-control yet or discipline. I will be working on it in 2026, but I have not mastered that as of yet. Because I'm like, it depends on how good the deal is. I might just have to go for it. Like I did when I went Target shopping. Because goodness knows I did not need them 5 bags of things that I bought out of Target. I didn't need none of that crap. But now that I have it, I plan to immediately work through it. So that's why I'm thinking I got a couple of hair care gifts that I'll probably be doing to work through some of those Shea Moisture gift thingies that they had. So I just took that off of there. Just realized y'all can't see me. Did you get any ribbon from the Target 90% off? I did not, Miss V. I did not. I can honestly tell you, I did not even look for ribbon at that sale. I don't think I even realized that there was ribbon. I mean, it makes sense. I just didn't look for any of it, So, but I did get quite a bit from the Walmarts at 75 and then more at 90. But that was about it. It'll be fine. I should have left that on the tag. I should have. Where's me some ribbon? Happy Sunday, Lasagna. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. All Things with the Case says, I'm working on getting my holiday specific items in separate containers. This is going to help me so much now that I have more of a stockpile. Yes. I have cleaned up and I realized something about myself that I'm going to share with you guys. Um, when I buy stuff and bring it in, if I don't have a space to immediately sort it, then it lives in a bag until I get tired of it or I'm looking for it or whatever. So, I do have two tables, 6 foot tables set up in the workshop, and they have stuff on them, either concepts that I was going to be making or um, I need I need a string. I ain't got no string yet. They either have concepts on them or they have um, the remnants of other things that I was creating up there. So from here on out, I got to make sure that table stays clear. And then that way, if I have a clear surface, I'll pull all the stuff out of the bag, I'll group it all together, and then I'll put it up. If I do not have a clear surface, then I take it out of the bag, I look at it, I may show you guys, and then I put it back in the bag, and then it sits somewhere until I'm looking crazy because I can't find my stuff. So I'm gonna have to put some plans into works so that when I get my stuff, I sort it and store it immediately. Of course, a lot of the times in my head, I'm like, well, I'm going to use this. Now that I got this particular piece, I can go ahead and do these concepts with it. Well, the reality of the matter is it's going to take me a minute to get to that concept. So it's best that I go ahead and put that stuff up, or either take like some buckets and put all of the things for a particular concept in a bucket. Like get one of my large totes and let's say, okay, well, I'm working on this type of gift next or this particular concept. And as I'm walking around in there, okay, well, here are the cups that I'm going to use. So let me take 4 or 6 of them and put it in the tote. And, here are the containers. Let me put them in the tote. Here are the so-and-so. Let me put them in the tote. And then that way, when I actually pick up the tote and bring it in here, I'll have everything in there that I need to work it. So I've been doing that a little bit and it's been helping. But that's one of the things that kind of made me realize I got to get a handle on this because that's how my space keeps getting a mess. And I spend a lot of time out there in the workshop just sorting through stuff when, bags and stuff. When if I had to sort it through it when I brought it in, it would be put up immediately. That's how I am. So it's kind of crazy, but it is about knowing yourself and figuring out tips and tricks that are going to help you prosper in your business. And I know that's something that I need to do. Keep my work area better, neater, and that kind of thing so that I'm able to access my product when it's time for me to actually design. So I don't know if that'll help anybody else, but that's kind of a little something that I'm looking at. I think it'll be fine. If anything, I could add a little red something to it, but I think you'll be fine. Let me see. Miss Rose. Hey, Miss Rose, welcome in. Blessings. Miss V says, I found some nice ribbon. I showed it on my live Target haul. I gave you a shout out. Oh, thank you, Miss V. I'm going to have to go over there and look at it. And I noticed the other day that YouTube has unsubscribed me to quite a few people. Entrepreneurial Diary, I wasn't subscribed to her. And somebody else. So, yeah, they planned. But as soon as I realize I haven't been subscribed, I go back and subscribe, y'all. Alicia says, I promise I will take it easy. I was going to do shrink wrap from Still Classics Live, but my back said no. Yes, listen to your body. Jackie says, I agree. When the deal is great and you are making baskets continuously, it makes sense to get it. Yep. If you don't move your baskets and it's slow, don't purchase. That is correct. Hey, Sherika, welcome in. You've got this. We grow as we go, says All Things with a K. Definitely. Cute Gives. Thank you, Sherika. Often says, hey. Hey, lady. How are you? So, that's those. We can get these off of here. But, of course, these are the exact same ones as the other ones. With the exception of the sleep pants that are on here. These are actually Super Mario sleep pants. And there she is hanging right there by the tag. So that's what these ones are. Whereas all of those are Valentine's themed. These were Super Mario. Don't ask me why, but they went in here with this stuff too. So, and I'm kind of like Sean. I was watching one of her replays, and she was saying y'all are gonna see the same thing over and over and over again. That's what y'all gonna see over here. Y'all gonna be sick of me in these sleep pants and slippers and robes and purses because that's what I have a lot of. So, I'm gonna be doing them, I guess, at different tiers. I'll do at $35. I'm also doing purse concepts at $100. That kind of thing. So y'all gonna be sick of it. I know it. I know it. Those are cute. Those are cute. So they can get out of your house. That's why. Yes, exactly. Y'all know me. This stuff gotta go. It's either me or this stuff at this point. And I've already filled up the floor in my living room again with gifts, which is crazy. So yeah, let's get this off of here. Ouch. Angela says, I racked up at Target 90% off for Christmas or for children's PJ sets for next Christmas. Oh yeah, that'll be cute. That's gonna be cute. You're gonna be so happy you got them at a discount. Bundle says, we won't be sick. Keep them coming. We're learning in LLC, and I know that's right. I'm gonna get better at naming my lives again. So that way when y'all see it up there and y'all see purses, y'all be like, there she go with them doggone purses again. And then that way you can figure out if you want to come over here and hang out or if you want to do something else with your time. So, but yeah, I'm going to start naming my lives and stuff again. Angela says, I'll be designing them this summer. Oh yeah, that's going to be cool. Rose says, we were thinking the same thing. Oh, often occasion says at Miss Rose, we were thinking the same thing. Angela said the sets were $1 and $1.50. Yes, ma'am. That is good. Awesome prices. Miss V says, I'm trying to figure all that out now. I have a lot of baskets for sale due to my vendor events being canceled from the snowstorms we had here. So now I have an abundance of baskets in inventory. What are you trying to figure out, Miss V? With your abundance of baskets in inventory. Bundle says, and thank you because I'm working on purses. I started to do that, Bundles. I really did. The only thing that stopped me, and it should not have stopped me, is that majority of my purses are not here. So I was like, well, I'll just wait until I go get, a tote full of purses and bring them here and work them then. I have a bag full of purses back there. Actually, 2 bags full of purses back there. Nothing says that I have to have all of the purses in my possession in order for me to work them. The only thing that's going to do is allow me to pick out the ones that I actually want to work and then work them. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm gonna work the ones that I have in my possession, and that's what's going out on the street. So yeah, I'm catching myself as I'm making certain types of errors. I'm trying to pull it on back in and work smarter, not harder, so that I can actually see some gifts being created and moving them out. There you go. That's right. Yeah. Because I was like, no, I'll wait. I'll go to my storage. I'll get a whole bag full of them, a whole tote full, and then I'll come and work them. And then what? I'm gonna end up with like 3 or 4 totes full of purses sitting over here looking at me, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. There's so many purses. If you leave the doggone purses in the storage where they at, you won't be overwhelmed. So, it's all about learning yourself and being self-aware, and I think that's kind of where I am a lot more now than I was before. Hey Ashley, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Way to go. Thank y'all. I'm working, y'all. I'm growing. Miss V says where to put everything. She's working on where to put everything. It has taken over my family room, living room, and dining room. Oh, Miss V, Miss V, Miss V. I ain't got no solution for that for you. My solution is to get it up out of there. And that's not a good solution, because that's going to cause you to spend money and time and wear and tear on your body moving that stuff out of your area and into whatever storage you get. So, yeah, I ain't got no nothing for you, because it drives me crazy for it to be in my house. So there's that. Let me see if I can push this back. All of these, I don't know if you guys caught my live yesterday afternoon before we went over to Still Classy's house, but I went to a store, Simply 10, and they had a 3 for 10 sale on the fragrances that are back there. Uh, I'm giggling at you talking yourself through it. Yes, I have to talk myself off a lot of ledges. Y'all don't be knowing. Y'all have no idea. Your girl be out there with a lot of stuff, okay? So yeah, I have to talk myself off them ledges, because baby, the fall, the fall ain't nothing to be played with. So yeah, we have to get it together. Miss V laughing. Of course, it's with love, all of the things. But yeah, it's in the same sense. It's like, girl, get your life together. Ain't nobody got time for this. All right, so let's see what we're working with here. My next set of things that I saw that were kind of sorted in an area for me to work with. That scripture, says Angela. Come, let us reason together. Oh, okay. Hey, Mama Showers. I love the name change, lady. Thank you so much, because it's a whole bunch of slow and upkeep. I would have been like, which Linda is that? Hey, Mama Showers. Thank you for coming. I hope you're having an awesome Sunday. Bundle says, I'm laughing because I can't walk in there right now. My aunt has to stop, but I'm gonna politely meet her outside because there's nowhere for you to sit. Because the bears in the basket sitting everywhere. I know that's right. Yes. My husband actually said something about that, talking about inviting somebody over here. I said, sir, it is basket season. We're not having company. Like, we're not going to be doing this. Let's not start that now. I told him, give me a year. Give me to basket season this year, and I will be out of your house with these gifts. Back at our workshop or wherever. But give me a minute. We can't have company now. Because that's going to stress me out if I got to take all this stuff and go stack it up in a room somewhere. The life of the basket makers. Everybody saying, hey, Mama Showers. Yes, thank you for the name change. Now I won't be confused, right? The bears are company. I know that's right. I know that's right. Only company we got is the bears. Yep. And the people that live here, that's why I be like, My granddaughter was over here yesterday, and she went back there in her room, as she called it, and she politely brought her little self right on back from back there with her little pillow and her blanket, and she went over there on the sofa. I was like, I don't know where you thought you was going. And she didn't say nothing. She just came on back with her little pillow. I was like, oh, hold on, baby, can't even go back there. This is everywhere. And these bears pay bills, okay? At least they're soft and cuddly, right? Y'all know my stuff's been out in the workshop and everywhere else, so it be dusty and dirty and all kinds of things. And so I'll be trying to keep it together. But this particular gift is not necessarily Valentine's Day themed. It's more of just an all occasions woman's gift. Now, I did these actually my first year and second year, and they went over really, really well. However, I did realize that I have I'm missing 2 of the things that I used in those years. So initially I told myself, well, here, let's just wait and go to the store and buy some more of that and put it in the basket. And then I was like, no, ma'am. What we finna do is make this basket and close it up and get it up out of here so you won't be tempted to go buy nothing else to put in a gift. So that's what we're doing. And I have to take a little bit of time this afternoon and continue on with my planning. Tink Tink ain't no room. Right, K-Po baby. Yeah, I thought she was gonna want to go back home, but she was perfectly happy. She ended up saying, "Well, it's fine, Gigi, because the Christmas tree's out here. Can we turn the Christmas tree back on?" I was like, "Yeah, y'all go and look at it while it's up." So she was happy. At one point, she was over there on the sofa laid out. Next thing I know, she was laying under the Christmas tree in the middle of the floor. I'm like, "Child, I'm so proud of you going through your list of concepts." Thank you, Kay. It has been a struggle because I don't have as many concepts on the list as I thought I did. And it's hard to assign a price value to the concepts, which is helping me figure out which of the ones I want to do. So, for instance, like ottomans, I'll just use ottomans because that's a big number. Um, I know I want to work the ottomans, but what concept am I going to put in the ottomans so that I can get the $100 or $150 that I want for them? That kind of a thing. So when I say trying to figure out which concept I'm going to do, like I'm doing 10 concepts for at $100 each. Well, which are those? I can make a cake box into a $100 concept. I can easily make a ottoman into a $100 concept. So it's kind of going back through and making sure I figure out what's what as I'm going along. So, like I say, I'm trying to get back to my roots. Some of the things that I was doing when I first started that seemed to be a really big hit. And also having better, I guess, management over what all I got going on. Let's see. But thank you, Kay. Cheryl says Bath and Body Works has an online sale today only. Yes, $5.95 for something at Bath and Body Works. Angela says, yes, yes, that's the spirit. We make it do what it do, don't we? That's why they pay us the big bucks, Angela. Under the Christmas tree. Oh, how cute. Yeah, it was until she started knocking over presents that was down there. I just kept hearing stuff fall. I'm like, baby, why would you get up under the tree? Of all places in here, why up under the tree? Welcome in. Please hit the thumbs up as you come in. All right, so this is something that we got from Target. Shea Moisture Flawless Edge. It comes with coconut and hibiscus and flaxseed edge gel. Cream enhancing smoothie. This wooden comb and this little edge comb thing. So this I got from Target. How old is your little granddaughter? The one that was here is 10. So I have a 10-year-old granddaughter, a 7-year-old granddaughter. 7. Or is she 6? I don't know. Yeah, 10 and 7. And then the boys are 4, or will be 4. Just turned 6. And will be 3 in August. Cheryl says, Veggie Woman says that Cheryl, is today the last day for the semi-annual sale? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. So, with my edge gel, this little flawless edge thing, of course, my matchy self, this is what I pulled out. And then I saw some brushes that were more of this color. So I pulled a couple of these buckets out. So I haven't figured out anything as of yet, but these are the items that I bought in here to work. And let's see what else we have in our bag of tricks. I bought some little cosmetic bags that we may or may not use. The jury's still out on that. I'll put those there. I found a couple of head massagers that are not exactly my same colors, but I could possibly get away with it because of the toning on the box. So, and then the blue one just doesn't match at all. I got a collection of curling irons that we're going to be adding in here. Matches perfectly. OMG, S. Marie, everything you just said about the husband company and all that in my. Yes, goodness. Yes, goodness. Not having no company. Like you had Christmas. I was down for the count for Christmas, so you had free reign, and so we definitely not inviting nobody over now. It's like your birthday's this month. That don't mean I'm having people in my house. I told them, don't you invite them people over here unless you're gonna clean up all this stuff. If you're gonna take this stuff up out of here, then invite whoever you want to. If you're gonna hire somebody to come in here and clean, then hey, by all means, invite all of the people. But I'm not doing it. I got money to make. He just shook his head. So that's why I say, give me a minute, sir, and I'll be back at my workshop, and you can invite over whoever you want to, whenever you want to. And watch, don't nobody come. We'll be back to what we was before. Ain't nobody, he ain't even invite nobody after I get out of here. I'm gonna have to get my dryer out. Hey, all occasions gifts. But anyway, we got curling irons, so we're gonna put those in there and here. Let's mock. Let's set this up. Get all this stuff out the way. So as you guys know, me and my paperless foundations require me to have foundations for my buckets. This one says it's a small plastic bin template. And that means that these small plastic bins, this template is going to fit over the top of this. And that will be the base for my gift. So when I made these, I wrote on there what it was. As I went through and started like trying to correct my errors to make it fit and all that kind of stuff. So they're not necessarily completely oval like they should be. Like I realized that's a little bit off. But it does give me a pretty good foundation, a size for a foundation, so that I can make sure whatever I put in here sits up correctly. So, gotta go out my hands on some work now. Thanks, Esmarie Side. My bad, Kay. Veggie Woman says, if you still have some good bath, it matches the Shea Moisture kits. Ooh. Do I have good bath? I do have good baths. Very interesting. I'll have to consider that because I did get like 8 of these things, and I'm only finna do a couple of them now. So yeah, we're gonna have to remember that. So I got a couple that have already been made up. My foundations that have already been made up, but we'll be cutting some more of those. And as you can see, my foundation is collapsing because there's nothing in it, under it to keep it from falling. But we can remedy that relatively easily. Maybe not that easily. Yeah, we'll put that there. Just for giggles. Yes, please don't forget to give a thumbs up as you come in. We greatly appreciate it. Alright, so if I put my box up here, which is probably the largest the gift, and then we're going to put in, what else did I pull? A curling iron. I got these from the Dollar General. The 25-cent candle from Dollar Tree matches as well. Very nice. Oh, that's right. That'll be fire together. Yes. Maya says, glad I caught you live. I'm glad you did too. Welcome in, Maya. Is it Maya or Mia? My apologies. So, I could... Are you going to stay up like that? Oh, snap. Anyway, so I got a couple curling irons that I got from the DG. We're going to be using in there. Now, the one item that I had last time are the continuous spray bottles. I had gotten several packs of those from like Walmart. So I had quite a bit of those. Now I'm down to like 3 packs, and I think I'm gonna keep those for personal use because the grandkids definitely use them a lot. Um, both of my daughters are natural, so they use continuous spray bottles a lot. So I think I'm gonna hold on to those because my family can actually use those. So that's the item I was like, well, maybe I'll go to the store and buy some more and put it in there. And then I can just, no, I ain't doing that. So they're not getting spray bottles, and it's going to be okay. I do have some Revlon paddle brushes. Now, y'all know we also got the brush sets from Walmart. Some of us may have gotten the brush sets from Walmart. So that's an option also. I didn't go with that because they're in a pink package, and I'm trying to stay with my peachy theme. So I did not pull that in, but I could have, and just made it work. I also pulled some hair bows. I have a headband and a scrunchie that I can put in here somewhere. I don't know where, but we got those that we'll be adding. And that's probably going to be it, the gist of the gift. There isn't anything on the back, so we may put a little pouch back there. And I think that's going to be it. This is $30 for the Shea Moisture Kit. These are between usually about $10. The paddle brushes are usually $5 or more. And then we have those items. So that's 20, 30, 5, 36, 37, 38 with the bucket, bag and bow. So we have about 38 invested in this at this point. So yeah, we're not buying anything to put in there. So that's what we're gonna do with those ones, and I think that's gonna be where we go. Now I was thinking of shampoo and conditioner. I have Dove sets out there, the shampoo and the conditioners, but the bottles are huge, and that's gonna make this really weighty. This already is weighty. Um, and if I put the Dove in there, it would probably warrant a larger size basket. And I don't know that I want to push my price point into the next bracket for hair care stuff. It would be one thing if it was like all for a certain type of hair. And like, I mean, like all wig essentials, wig stuff, that would be one thing. Or if it was all natural hair care stuff, that would be something else. If it was all, relaxed or synthetic or extension care, hair care things, then wouldn't mind putting the Dove in there. But since I'm doing edge control and curl enhancing smoothie, that's kind of a natural product, kind of, sort of. The paddle brushes are good for natural. The curling irons would be usually not for natural unless you're pressed or flat ironed or something like that. So I probably gave it too much thought, but I decided not to put the like shampoos and conditioners and all that kind of stuff in there because I think it just make it have a lot going on, and these are going to be relatively inexpensive. So I didn't really want to get off into all of that. Mia, like Mama Mia. Gotcha. Thank you, ma'am. Hey, Miss Dina, welcome in. Right, cuz Kay says right, cuz they only know what you bring to the table, not never made. Right. They don't know anything about that. Now let's turn this down. Draining my battery. How much battery is there? Oh no. Okay, we're good. Uh, the large swirl loofah from DT would fill a space. Yes, it would. Yep. Hey, Marie, welcome in. Wrap it up, Marie. Thanks for coming by. Listen to my TED talk, me running my mouth about all of the things. So this is going to be the gist of the gifts. We have different scrunchies add different color brushes, but for the most part, everything else is the same. Like I said, I found a couple of these, which I could possibly make go with something. I could probably put the pink one in there. I would be okay with that. But this blue is just, well, we could do the blue with this and then some of these blacks. So we'll probably go that route. But that's what we got going on. Put those in there. Put this in here. And let's get crafting. I'm going to move my protege basket, out of the way so I can remember what I'm doing. And then we're going to get started on building these other ones. I only brought 2 bases. That was real smart. I must have got sidetracked at some point. I must have got sidetracked. Let's see. Do I want to make some more bases? Here, I'll just do these 2 with you guys, and we'll call it done. Veggie Woman says, hey, let me go find some cardboard so we can reinforce the bottom of this gift. And we'll be fine. We'll get started. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some cardboard. I don't think this is tall enough. Let me see. Yeah, it is. Veggie Woman says, hey. Now, I know by now you guys have saw Nessa's video of her using the technique for the paperless foundations. That's what we're going to be using here. And you guys know I've been doing this for some time. I will tell you, if you guys are going to use this method and do that, make sure you put some weight in the bottom of those gifts. I will tell you from past experiences, when your baskets don't have something heavy in the bottom and you build them up and they're tall, when the wind comes and blows, it'll catch all of that and it's going to blow your basket over because there's nothing in the bottom to hold it up. So if you're going to use your paperless foundation method, you definitely want to put something in the bottom that's going to weight it up. You know, keep it from tipping over in the wind. Do that one. Hey, Tasha. Welcome in. She says, watching while I work on all my ottoman gifts to get out the way. I know that's right. Counterweight. Thank you, Veggie Woman. Struggling, child. Yes. Oh man, y'all, if y'all did not see Tasha's live yesterday, go back and look at her live. She was showing her ottomans and stuff, and she's got some awesome gifts that you guys already know. But yeah, she over there showing out for show. So if you guys did not get a chance to see that, because she was on, I think at the same time Still Classy was, so you guys may have missed her even going live, but y'all go check out Tasha's live and see all of her goodies. What she was over there designing. Let me see. Trying to make sure this is my correct height. Or width, should I say. I'm going to have to cut all of these pieces down some because that's a little taller than I need it to be. But, yeah, just a little bit. Miss Tasha's live, I'll go back and watch. Yes, definitely. Alright, so let's cut a little bit off of this. Where's my... I don't know why my supply box is way over there. That's what I don't know. Because if I get up and go back over there one more time... Let's see. Thank you, ladies. You're welcome. Thank you for putting it out there. Thank you for putting it out there. When you get to doing, and y'all know, y'all make baskets, but when you get to doing lots and lots and lots of gifts, a lot of that stuff starts running together on you. And, or at least it does for me. So, to have some fresh ideas and, you know, all that kind of stuff, things to take inspiration from. And a lot of times it helps me realize that I have stuff. Like if I see y'all posting things like this is what I did, I'd be like, man, I actually have those. Like I literally have some of those. I could work, you know. So that is when you put that stuff on your LLC notebook. When you see a concept and somebody's working it and all that kind of stuff, you'd be like, oh man, I want to do that. Da, da, da. Pull out your notebook, put it in there. Start jotting down what products you want to use. Like Tasha's doing the ottoman. You want to make sure you get your ottomans, your foundational stuff, your, you know, whatever type of ottomans you're doing. If you're putting bears in them, like all of that kind of stuff, put it in your notebook. And then after you've completed your gifts, pick up your notebook and be like, all right, what's next on the list? That will keep you on track and help you actually make it through some design. Hey, Shamika, welcome in, welcome in. Bundle says, I saw it. You were snapping pretty. She is. Betty says, I have to go back and watch both live streams. Yes, ma'am. Auntie's Gifts and More says, I caught the replay this morning, and honey, you are killing the game. I haven't even seen some of those items in stores, right, aunties? I feel the same way. Hey, Miss KLK, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you are feeling well, feeling better today. Definitely keeping you in prayer. Miss V says, I missed Tasha and Still Classics live yesterday. The football games had me in a chokehold last night. That's funny, Miss V. Let's see if we can get a cut. This thing is about out of juice. Charge it. And I will tell y'all one thing. When the batteries get on these messes, they don't be want to cut worth crap. Which would be a good indication that it's time for me to go and like charge it, but of course it does not. I just keep using it until it runs out. Or I'm gonna need another blade. I cut something with this and it's been making my blade. This thing's been eating up my stuff, my cardboard. I'm gonna have to check on that. I know they sent me an extra blade when I got the machine, but I'm gonna have to find it. Hi, Baskets and Bargains. Welcome in. KLK says, thanks, sis. I'm feeling the same, but fighting through it. All right, KLK. All right. Don't fight through it too long without seeking some attention if you need to. And I usually do this one good time, and then I'll take the pieces that I've cut and I'll make duplicates of those so I don't have to worry about recreating the wheel over and over again. Figuring it out time and time again. Yes, KLK, loving your designs. Miss Rose says, praying for your healing, KLK. Thank you, thank you. KLK, take care of yourself, says Auntie's Gifts. Crystal says, KLK, hope you feel better. Yes. All right. So there we have it. Now, regardless of what all I put in here, that's not going to smush down. Honey, I'm trying. I don't want to get behind. All right, KLK. All right, KLK. I ain't gonna fuss at you. I am not. And just look at your a certain kind of way, but I ain't gonna fuss about it. All right, there we go. I always listen to you, Esper. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you, KLK. We love you. See, like I be telling my children, I wouldn't be fussing if I ain't care. They ain't caring about that. I can honestly tell you, that did not win them over in the least bit. But it was something motherly that I was able to throw at them, and they would just be looking at me like, "Lady, please leave me be." All right, so this is what we have down here at the bottom, and I think you guys have saw this a lot of times. You can hot glue this down in the bottom of here. You can put tape down in the bottom of there. You can take you some paper, tissue paper, and put down in there. Now you would say, well, not tissue paper, but packaging paper. And then sometimes people are like, well, why put, if you're not going to use paper to stuff it all, why would you even do this method? This method is going to give you more of a sturdy foundation to keep your lid or your base from collapsing without using nearly as much paper or packaging paper or whatever to fill this up to keep it level, to keep it from moving. The other reason I like using these is because it's a nice level surface for me to design on. Once I put this in here, I don't have to worry about, did I put too much paper on that side and now it's tilting over and all of that kind of stuff. Once I get it in there and get it placed, then I don't have to worry about all of that. So I will either take some paper and package it, stuff it down in the little quadrants so that it keeps this open. Or I will tape this to some kind of way to make sure it stays open. But this is also where you want to take your time and put you some rocks. When I first started doing it, I got a whole bunch of those igloo cooler packs from a Dollar General at a penny sale. So I had so many of those. So I started taping those to the bottom of my containers just so that it was giving it some weight. So the wind wouldn't be able to push it over, counterweight it, as Veggie Woman has said. So don't forget to put your weight in there, and also to keep if you're going to use your cardboard, you want to make sure they stay open and all that, because the last thing you want is for somebody to pick up your basket and hold it a certain kind of way. Now your foundation does like that, your base that was straight now falls like this. So now you're bare crooked, your products and started sliding around, and it's looking a mess. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you keep this open however you need to do it, whether you're gluing it, hot gluing it, putting stuff between it, and definitely put you some weight in there. You have my utmost respect. Love you too. Thank you, KLK. Thanks. Let's see. Yep, KLK, put your health first. Make it priority, and you shouldn't be behind. Mia says, hello, that part. Good day. Mega Silent Whispers. Mega Silent Whispers. Good day. Yes, ma'am, Veggie Woman. I couldn't have said it better. I'm taking my medication from my doctor. I stopped designing and did what I had to do. Very good, KLK. Hey, Mar. I have been watching on TV, wanted to come in and say hello. Well, thank you so much for coming in and letting me know that you were out there. I don't have any weight. I was just fussing about weight, and I ain't got nothing in here to put in the bottom of this thing. And this little bit of paper up here is not going to be enough to keep it down. Some people have used rocks in the bottom of their baskets as weight. They sell the little bags of rocks. You can make your own little bags of rocks. But yeah, if you want to put those in there, you can put those in there. Um, I would want to put something useful in there, except for the fact that a lot of people aren't ever going to make it down here to realize there's something useful in the bottom of it. They're going to take their gift out and dump all this other shred and stuff in the trash and may or may not even keep the plastic container. So, you know, that's something else for you to think about. And once you get it to where you want it, you can even run you some hot glue on here and put your foundation in, and then you can have it, and now it's stable, and you don't have to worry about it moving around or anything. So there's, you know, there's a little something, a method to the madness. You want to cut your foundational pieces, your cross pieces, um, to fit the bottom of your container, and to make sure they stay open, either by putting some packaging paper in there or gluing them so that they stay open. And you also want to run you some glue, hot glue, or tape or something along the top of this, so that once you put your foundation on there, it's not going to shift inside. Now you should have a really good sturdy foundation, that's going to be completely flat, completely level, depending on how you cut it. But you can build your gift from there. So let me see what y'all are saying. I saw Miss Moore. Hey Stephanie, welcome in right on Gifts Creations. Happy Sunday. Perfect base, Esmery. Thank you, KLK. Well, Esmery, that's a smart idea. Thank you. I can't take credit for it. I cannot. Like Nessa said, I did see a lady on YouTube some years ago that did this method. And I don't know who it is. And I have not been able to run back across their channel, that person's channel. But that's when I saw her video. I was like, yeah, me and Nessa must have saw the same person, because that's where I got this from. Now, I've been doing this, me and One K's Creations, she does this a lot. This type of a method is useful, especially with like the cosmetic cases, those ones that were flimsy that had the zipper around it. She uses that a lot for those types of methods. Um, Essentially the same thing that Nessa did with her bag. Let me see if I can get this bag from back here. So you make use the foam board or the cardboard to make the panels for the bag so that it doesn't smush when you go to wrap it. You want to do the same thing with those. You're going to want to put some weight down there in the bottom. So you want to put a bottom base in there and put you some weight. If not, the wind's going to catch that bear and whatever else is on there, and it's going to topple your whole gift over. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Same situation with this one. I saw Creative Designs by Claudia do this. Yes. But same situation. Your foam board, your side pieces, my backboard, my foundation. Keep everything straight. You can glue it up there. You can tape it up there. I usually tape mine. It's kind of easy to get them in there, get them taped correctly sometimes. Other times it gives me fits. And I think the reason I stopped messing with this is because I realized I had cut that incorrectly. So it doesn't fit in my corners on both sides. So I need to make a couple of little straight edge cuts to it and get this side stuff a little bit better. But in the same sense, this is going to keep, when you wrap this, like if you have to shrink wrap it, this is going to keep this from buckling in and showing prints up under there. If you put a base, something flat behind it, just like with those cosmetic bags. Y'all know they're a little flimsy vinyl. Take some construction paper, some post-it paper, the poster board paper, make you some strips and line the inside of it. Stuff it, and now the stuffing is going to make that poster board adhere to the outsides of the bag, and then that way you'll get a solid look on here. You're not gonna have to crinkle it up when you're doing it, wrapping it or whatever. I love this. That's cute. With a gift. Thank you. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. Um, I was doing a little small one with a taco. It says something about taco on the front. I think I got that from Dollar General. And I found a little taco squishy. So I thought that was super cool that I was able to find something that actually matched. So I don't know what in the world I'm going to do with the taco and a taco bag. But we're going to make it up and put it out there. And somebody going to take it home with them. But yes. So that will help. Somebody was asking how, because I told you guys I hadn't bought the packaging paper since last year or something like that. And y'all was talking about how much packaging paper y'all use. It's a rare occurrence that I use packaging paper. And if I do, I'm using it for this amount of stuff. Or if I have really small boxes, I'm using it in there. Cups, I'll use, some packaging paper, that kind of thing. I put them inside of my boxes, my shirt boxes, to make them more sturdy. So that when I use them to wrap up my pajama pants or PJs on there, whatever, that the shirt box won't collapse in on itself. So that's what I'm using my construction paper with, and that's why it lasts so much longer, because I don't use a lot of it when I'm stuffing the containers for my gifts. Bear could sit on top of the orange box too. Yes, it can. Yep, it surely can. I ain't putting them up though, but it could. And it actually would do good up here because there's no backer on here, but because this curling iron is so tall, it's going to make my gift only close up this much. So I essentially will have all of this area over here that's going to be open. So that is an awesome idea to put a bear up there. I may have to do that to give it a little something in that hole. So thank you, Miss Rose. I be bucking, but I have to listen. You made a lot of sense, and once I thought about it, I was like, yeah, let me do what I need to do. We're gonna have to put some up there. We'll put a bear up there, or we can put one of these little massage thingies up there. Some's gonna have to go up there in that little hole though. All right, so we were stuffing this. I think that's fine. I didn't ever plug up my glue gun, and I don't really want to, so I'm gonna cheat for the interest of time, because we ain't finna be up here all day. How long have I been up here? An hour. Let me get myself off this thing. We're gonna cheat just a little bit. Not much, but we are gonna cheat. Working while listening, since you made me put my hands on some work. I did not, Kay. I did not. But thank you. Alright. We'll take that. And all I did was put a little bit of tape on there to kind of hold those together. That's it. I didn't put any weighty stuff down there at the bottom or any of that. Now the other thing you can do is, if you get your foundation up here and it's kind of wonky and it's not like fitting correctly, you can always run you some tape along here on the inner side, and that's going to keep it in place also. And by that I mean literally take you some tape, and if I hold my container sturdy, steady, or however you say it, I can literally take the tape and go from the outer edge of my foundational box down and up on the wall of the inside of my box. And you won't even see that when the gift is in there. So if you're worried about it moving or any of that kind of stuff, you can always put you some tape on there to keep it from moving around. And you can use as much or as little as you need. And of course, it's going to depend on how weighty your items are and all that kind of stuff. So, and this is no, by any means, telling anybody that this is the method that you have to use it. But we were talking about it on, not my last live, but the live before that. And then Nessa showed concept when she was showing her bags. So, since I didn't give a lot of detail on it the other day when we were live, I figured I would show you guys this now. So, and another reason, I use just plain cardboard. When I do this, I'll also use like foam board and stuff like that. But I don't wrap this because if I'm sticking something to it, I want it to adhere to my cardboard, to this part, and not adhere to my paper. If I wrap this with tissue paper or wrapping paper or any of that kind of stuff, when I go and take a glue dot and sit it on there, it's sticking to the tissue paper, the wrapping paper. It's not sticking to this cardboard. So what that allows it to do is, because it's only sticking to tissue paper, is anything that rocks it or moves it, it's going to tear your tissue paper and it's going to keep your item from being held sturdy. So I don't even put tissue and all this kind of stuff on these. I don't wrap them ahead of time. I put them in there plain by themselves. After I build my concept, I can determine if I want to put some tissue on the sides, some shred on the sides, or whatever like that. But that's just kind of how I do it. So hopefully that's helped. That it gave a little more explanation than I gave you the other day. Let's go find another one of these things. Any questions, comments, or concerns with regards to what I just said? Anybody have any questions? Are we good? I know you guys have seen this all before, but there were some questions about it before. So I wanted to make sure we spent a little bit of time on that if you guys needed it or wanted it. But I am done with that. What did I put the curling irons? Oh, here they are. Forgot I had a whole nother table over here. And these things are filthy. And I need my blow dryer. Let me go find a blow dryer. Didn't she all things with a K? Well, what did I do all things with a K? How did I make you work? What did I say that made you work? These curling irons are filthy. Absolutely filthy. I feel like dunking this whole thing in some water. Although I know it will seep in and get all over my cardboard, and that's not going to be cute for resale. But the boxes keep stuff in place, keeps it where it needs to be, but it don't do nothing for keeping them clean. I can tell you that. But hopefully, moving forward, we'll have less of these types of issues because I plan on moving through my inventory a lot quicker. Just call it motivation, Kay says. Because I was watching you with my ankles crossed. Not with your ankles crossed. That is hilarious to me. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Oh man. I can't tell you when to work, sis. I can't tell you when to work. I'll be doing if y'all on y'all break, y'all lunch break. If y'all, you know what I'm saying? So I don't be saying nothing. People be like, I ain't doing crap. Child, I don't know how many gifts you plan on doing. I don't know what your goal is. So it's far be it for me to say, you need to get up and do some work. No, you ain't going to get that from me. I do not know your life. You better come on with the training class today, right, Bundles? Child, that girl got a little bit of rest. She's got the feeling better. Y'all better watch out. We coming for them 5 figures this Valentine's Day. 2026. It's we finna go get it, y'all. I don't know if y'all finna go get it, but I'm finna go get it. So there's that. I ain't finna profess that I'm like the best of the, all the basket makers and have all of the knowledge and all that kind of stuff. But what I do have, I don't mind passing along. Because, like I say, I got it from somebody because goodness knows I did not know any of this stuff. I found my first year baskets, baby. Woo! The way y'all would have laughed at me. Because, child. Ooh, wee. Them things. There. And you couldn't tell me nothing. You could not tell me a thing. The people was buying them baskets. They was loving it. They gooing and gawing over it. I'm all like, oh, yeah. People like, yes, this is nice. All of the things. And it was. I'm not going to, beat myself up about it. But all I can say is there has been significant growth over these couple of years. So, I know, Kay. Bundle says you definitely gathered us as you should. Oh my goodness. Hey, Miss Sally, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Kay and Bundle's over there cutting up, Sally. They is cutting up. They making it seem like I'm in here fussing at them about doing work. And you know better than that, Sally. You know that's not my MO. Hoping you're having a good Sunday. Yeah, I got it in my dryer. We can get all this glue off here. I don't know why this is even on here. What were they doing at the store? Them Dollar Generals, boy, I tell you. I have not been keeping up with Dollar General. I didn't even know that they had went whatever percentage on the Christmas items. I heard somebody say that they had got some bears from over there, and I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even know that stuff had dropped in price. I didn't even go. Don't take it back. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that is hilarious. Look, even Auntie's laughing. See that? See that? All right, y'all. All right, all right. We're gonna get it together. But what I was saying is, I didn't know Christmas had went to a percentage off. Had went to anything at Dollar General. I hadn't been out and about, so I didn't know a lot of stuff was going on. But I'm happy to know that Christmas is moving along. I don't even know what percentage it is. I still don't have. Do you have a curling iron? No, you don't even have one. I'll use you. You got 2 stickers. This one don't have no stickers. Hey, Shawnee, welcome in, welcome in. So we'll use this one because it'll be easier for me to get this stuff off. Trying to give you guys a completed gift. Halfway completed gift. Hope y'all are having a productive day. We are, Shawnee. How about you? Or should I say some of us were a little more productive than others. But, Shawnee, I was saying, we don't know everybody's life. So we can't really tell them when it's time to be productive. How do we know they weren't being productive before they came, They could have been doing all of the things, and now this is their break time. Shawnee, I'm just cutting up. Kate and Bundle's been over here talking junk, so I was throwing shots. I am not shy. Oh my goodness. I ain't fooling with y'all. I ain't fooling with y'all. I think I'm gonna get some of that. I have this Goo Gone stuff. I think I want to get the spray one. I see where I could use both at different times because a good spraying of this would work a lot better than me trying to saturate this large area. But in the same sense, I can get kind of dangerous with that spray. We are now, since Esmery called us lazy. Ooh, wait, look at I tell you. It be your own friends. Mm-mm-mm. Not getting much done over here. See that? I told y'all. I told you. We have to work when we can work. Y'all know I was down for the count. I wasn't doing crap, but watching the YouTube videos and sleep. So we're trying to kick it into high gear. It's more of like a neutral at this point. I'm just kind of coasting. Just kidding up. Just cutting up. I'm up now. All right, auntie. Shawnee says, my back started acting up and them people stole yesterday and I had to leave my cart. What? Been in slow-mo since. Oh, darn it. Rachel says, I'm folding and washing clothes. Hey, Rachel. Welcome in, Daddy's Treasure Chest. Yeah, that would have actually been a good thing for me to start. I could have been multitasking. At least had some clothes washing. Y'all, I'm over this. I might leave this little plastic on here. Whatever the crap this is on this plastic. Don't nobody care nothing about this here on the back of this. I put a sticker back there. Ain't nobody finna be cleaning this plastic all day. It ain't even that expensive of a gift for me to be trying to get all this doggone sticker off of here. And I don't know why in the world Dollar General put all this mess on these things anyway. Nobody trying to steal nothing out of there. Well, actually they do. But even at that, shoot. This ain't gonna stop them. Let's see. I came on here for encouragement. Let's get it, Shawty. Let's get it. Bundle says, good deal, Rachel. I've washed but hadn't folded a thing. Yeah. Now, I don't like to put away. No, I don't like to fold. I don't mind washing. I don't mind folding, but I don't like putting them away. Or no, I don't like to fold them. Yeah, I don't like to fold them. So if I take them directly out of the dryer and go and like hang them up, then I don't have to worry about it. If I start folding them, then I'm going to make it through like 2 or 3 items, and then I'm going to leave that whole basket right there and not want to fold any more clothes. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I watched myself do that not long ago. I have a basket of clothes in there, in the doggone, a basket of clean clothes in my room right now that I folded up 2 towels, and that's it. Then I was over it. I put the whole basket down. Now, if I stand myself at my dryer and literally pull out a towel at a time, I will fold them all and put them away immediately. But that whole folding, if I got to pick it up and move it and take it into another room to fold it, I don't want to do that. I'll be over it by the time I get to the other room. I had a cleaning fee. I will. Thanks, Daddy Treasure Chest. Definitely, I got to get a load put in, right? Seems like every time I think I'm caught up on housework, clothes appear out of nowhere. Yes, goodness. Yep. I'm good during the week. I'm good. Or let me say this. When my husband is not here, I'm good. I don't have to, like, there's not a lot of dishes, there's not a lot of clothes, there's not a lot of any of the things. But when my husband is here, baby, it be stuff everywhere. All of the time. He love to cook, so he don't mind going in there and cooking. The only thing is, I end up with a whole kitchen full of dishes and stuff. And now since we're empty nesters again, I can say that he will stand there and wash dishes. But he caught himself washing dishes or about to wash dishes the other day and got mad. He was like, there's no reason we got this dishwasher, and we ain't used it since we got it. The next thing I know, that brother was out the door. I said, well, he done pissed his own self off. He was over it. He ain't washed now dish. I was like, okay, put him in the dishwasher. What's that Flawless Edge gift set? That is Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie and Edge Gel, an Edge brush thingy, and then a comb. It's the pointers for the training class. I love this so much. I need to wash every day because when they get more than 2 loads, it gets overwhelming and too. Yes, goodness, yeah. I like to fold my clothes while they're still hot. Yep, and go ahead and put them away. If I don't, that's yes, goodness, about a month in that basket. Come out with the strongest creases ever, and then you actually have to iron. That's something I also don't do. I don't be ironing stuff. I'll take me a damn rag and throw it in the dryer and throw that shirt in there right quick for a hot couple of seconds and come back and put that joker right on out the dryer, fresh and hot. But I don't like ironing. Now, my husband, on the other hand, if he had his way, he would have an iron set up in our bedroom 24/7 because that's like his favorite thing. It's just, it's, it's kind of crazy. These gifts laugh. Oh, I need one of them. Where you get that from? Target. Yep, this was from Target the other day. Yes, ma'am. All right, so now that the cleaning is over and this stuff is all on my hands, let me go wash my hands and then I'll come back and see if I can't at least secure this stuff down and show y'all something. I've been up here running my mouth all this time. We ain't did nothing but put some bows on some stuff. Stuff smells like kerosene. All right. So put you in the trash. Smooth you out of the way. Let's put you up. I was just talking about myself actually cleaning up behind myself. Let's put you in the box. Let's get you guys out of the box. I'll stack y'all there. And I'm gonna need some paper in a minute. Same here. I put no clothes on for today. Yep. That's exactly what I do. Still Classic says. Add a wet towel and throw them in the dryer to get them wrinkles out. Yep. Rachel says, a lady on Marketplace is selling wicker baskets for $1. What? I can't wait to go see. Right. Oh, wait. That is an awesome price. Yeah, Shauna says, stock up price. Yes, goodness. Nice, Rachel. I'm using your shrink wrap trick all day. Game changer. Yes. Oh, the gathering it instead of closing it off. Yes, yes, yes. It's crazy. We don't realize what we don't know until somebody shows us a different way. And then we'd be like, oh my goodness, that is the best thing ever. What else did I have up here? Oh, a comb thingy. I think I want to do the blue. Do we want to do the blue? Should have did the blue. I want to do the blue. So, I think, is that enough? Why do you seem smaller than the other box? I have y'all further back. Oh, that's what I did. Alright. You gonna stay like that? Oh, look at you. Put some tape on your butt. You gonna stay today. While the ones that are not blown up. Wait, what? How good is a game changer? While the ones that are not blown up. I have no idea what you're talking about, bundles. I do not. Are you talking to me? put some glue dots on this thing. Or big piece of tape down here. Spin you around. Just take my placeholder out. And let's turn this so I can see. Yay. Put a little tape on there to hold that. To keep it from doing the most. Rachel says, I am supposed to be taking my hair down and washing. Not sure if it's happening today. Rachel, don't even talk about it. Do not talk about it. I've been asking my cosmetologist daughter when my appointment was going to be for the couple of days now, or heck, actually a couple of weeks now. And she ain't came through yet. So that doesn't leave me much of a choice but to do it myself. So I think I'll be doing that. I may do that tonight. And I've decided I'm getting my hair cut, you guys. That may not be a big thing for you all, but it may cause some problems in the S. Marie household. It's actually not. But that was one of the concessions I made when we started. Well, actually, when we got married. My husband likes the longer hair. I have never been one to have longer hair. It's always been considerably shorter than what I wear it now. But he liked the longer look. So I did it for a while. But I sat that brother down and had a conversation with him. This is my head, and I am no longer doing what you want with my hair. Like, we ain't finna do that no more. And it's not like he was, like, demanding about it or anything like that. I just knew he preferred the longer hair, so I just made a, effort, besides getting my ends clipped and that kind of stuff, not to really get my hair cut into a style. But yeah, I don't want to do that. If I'm gonna have to have hair, then I'm gonna have it DQ. And ponytail length that I have it now is not allowing me to do it the way I want to do it. So we're getting a cut. I got to figure out what kind of style I want. I've always been a feathered Farrah Fawcett flip hair type chick. So I got to figure it out. Shawnee says, I got a roll of shrink wrap, and that has helped me. Baby, that roll ain't for me. It ain't, Shawnee. Logical. I thought it was just me. I cannot deal with that wrap on a roll, whether it's shrink or cello. It's something about closing it up that just, it does it for me. Like, I can't fool with that. I have to have bags, y'all, and I want to be able to design with any type of thing, but I gotta have bags. So I've learned that about myself, and whew, yeah. I don't know how many rolls of shrink wrap down here. There's cellophane that I have down here, but that's not for me. I can't get jiggy with this here at all. Hey, Sonana, at work and ear hustling. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Rachel says it would definitely cause a problem in mine. I have been asking about getting my hair cut for a while. He is insistent on it not being cut again. I may be rebellious like you soon as reach out. I surely am. I looked him square in his face, and he was sitting up there like, I don't know why you making it seem like it's a big deal. It's your hair, honey. You do what you want to do, and da da da. I was like, do not sit up here and try to make it seem like you weren't crying, about to cry. Last time I got my ends clipped. Like, don't do that. So, and let's see. Impressive says, I could do the cello, but that shrink wrap, I ain't got time to keep going on my show bag sealers because, but yeah. I don't like the sealing of it. If it's already got my bottom sealed and my sides sealed, then I can slide my gift in and shrink wrap and do whatever it is that I need to do. But if I gotta close up my sides, cello is one thing. Like I can close them up on cello pretty good and just tape it down. But when I get to closing those sides on my shrink wrap bag, I have a tendency to like close them the same way I close my cello. And that exposes some tape along the sides. And then once you get to shrink wrapping it, that tape get flying everywhere. It's like it buckles and all of that kind of stuff. So as long as I have a bag, I can drop it in. It's got my sides closed. I can shrink wrap with no problem. But if I have to shrink wrap with the roll off of the roll and I had to close my sides up, it'd be a whole situation. I done seen those bag sealers, but I don't know if I'm at that place yet. I don't know. Lasonia says LBE has a great tutorial on how to use cellophane on the ready. Yes, yes, yes. Lasonia, that's how I learned to use cellophane by watching LBE and Boss Lady Fee. Yep. Baby, I wish mine would say that I will be bald the next day. Rachel, I'm not going to do this with you today. Shauna says, yes, that's the issue I have with shrink wrap roll. Yeah, yeah. It's the tape. Like I say, I can do the rest of it. Like the cello, I don't have a problem with it. I'll roll that cello and fold it up and all that kind of stuff. It'll be all pretty. I don't have an issue. But that doggone shrink wrap, when I have to go to folding it or whatever, and then trying to tape it down, which I know off rip is not how you do it. I should not be folding it and then taping it because as the cello shrinks, it's going to pull my fold loose, and that's what starts my tape to bubbling up along the sides. So, like, I've saw this happen. I just haven't been able to fix it enough for me to get comfortable with it. And as long as I can buy these bags, then I don't really have to worry about trying to fix it. But I do need to be multifaceted. I do need to be able to use whatever I have available. So I am going to put forth the effort and make sure I'm able to do it. But it is not my preferred method of closure or packaging or whatever we call that stuff. KLK says, I cut my hair every 3 months. And my lord, it grows back so fast, right? My hair has never grown like this before. I'm tired of it. Yes, it grows like that because you're cutting it, KOK. And that's what I was telling him. Because I haven't gotten many more inches over this past year. But a lot of that would be contributed to the fact that the hair that is growing out of my scalp, um, I'm losing an equal amount of hair at the bottom of my shaft as I'm growing out. So as the hair is growing out of my head at the top, I'm losing it at the bottom because my ends needed to be clipped. So when you get your hair cut and you get those ends clipped, then it keeps your hair from damaging all the way up the shaft, and you'll be able to start seeing and retaining your length by actively getting your ends clipped. So a lot of people don't realize that, but that's kind of the way it is for most folk. I can't say for all, but for most people, regular routine cutting of your ends is going to help you grow your hair longer. My mom was a cosmetologist. My daughter is a cosmetologist. I played one in my younger years with my daughters because they had so much hair that I couldn't afford to pay people to keep, do it. So I had to do it all of that time. So my youngest daughter literally had hair below her butt until she went to high school, I think. Yeah, until she went to high school. And she started doing her own hair. And the first thing she wanted to do was cut it. So, yeah. And she was just bald like 2 years ago, and now she has hair. Her hair is down her back again. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, Impressive says, I'm sticking to them people shrink bags. Yep. Until I got time to actually perfect the other stuff, I am. And now it's not the time for me to be trying to learn new things. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let me finish this basket and get off of here. Oh yeah, we hit the 2 hour mark. This is a mess. Hey T Royal, welcome in. Logical says there's nothing like hair freedom, no matter what length it is. It will change you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. In the corporate America, I was known for, well, I can't say that. There were quite a few things I was known for. Hair, Dooney and Burke bags, and being a top collector. So yeah, it's been fun. So happy that chapter of my life is over. Although I was considering for a brief moment re-entering the workforce. Um, Somebody I had a lot of respect for had requested I come and assist them with bringing on, getting a new office started here. And I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, yeah, I don't really think I want to do that. Because they weren't going to let me have the freedom that I wanted. And that's basically to come to work when I wanted to and leave when I wanted to. So if I can do that, then I didn't really want to do it. So I turned it down. Kay says, I can't stand to see a pair of hair shears coming. What? I have had problems with people wanting to cut my hair because I have so much. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That, Kay, is the reason why I've been addicted to the creamy crack all of this time. I have had relaxers for the majority of my life, literally since I was like 13 or 14 years old. And it's for that reason right there. I have a lot of hair, and it's I don't think I would be able to do it naturally. Like I haven't, I guess because I haven't experienced it or really tried to do anything with it um, naturally. It just seems like it's so much. Like at the point where it is now, where it needs to be relaxed again, it's really hard for me to tame it to make it look decent. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine the day to day dealing with it in its natural state. So at one point, I did consider sister locks. My mom has six sister locks. My aunt does as well. So I kind of thought about that for a minute. But yeah, I quickly realized that that would require me to, one, be natural, and two, to get like retwists and stuff like that. And I didn't want to have to do that. If I don't want to sit there and get braids or perms or any of that kind of stuff, I definitely don't want to sit there and let them retwist my hair. So I was like, yeah, let me just leave that alone. I thought about going back to work one day and then I got over it. Right, Rachel? Yes. Now the luncheon was awesome and they pitched a very, when I say a very good deal, they pitched a very good deal. Um, but yeah, that wasn't gonna be it. We weren't finna have them. Nope, nope, nope. So no, I don't think that's going to be a good fit for me right now at this juncture in my life. I don't think I want to re-enter the workforce, but I do appreciate you thinking highly of me and wanting me to come over and assist, but that's just really not in the cards for me right now. I'm not going to be able to do it. Well, what if you come on as what did they say? Not liaison. What did they keep saying? A subject matter expert or some crap. I was like, don't do that. Don't try to sucker me into coming back to work. I don't want to be here. Like it'll be fine that first day, but the second day, when y'all realize that I really don't want to be there, y'all not gonna want me there. I'm not gonna want to be there either. So I suggest y'all leave me where I'm at home, minding my business, not messing with y'all. So I did not take them up on that offer. The money was amazing. But no, I did not. I did not. There was something else I was saying I was going to put in here. I think it was the scrunchies, and that was going to be it. I got that hair thing up here, but I don't know if I want it. Um, basket. Okay, okay, retract it. Oh, hold on. Logical laughing at Rachel. Right? Right, Kay? I love your hair. I so admire you. I'm too much of a chicken. I hadn't gotten bold enough to make the big chop or do any of that kind of stuff yet. Rachel says, I have just started one bookkeeping client and she's already getting on my nerves after one. There you go, right there. Yepers. Yes, yes, yes. Speaking of bookkeeping clients, it is now the beginning of 2026. If you are operating as a business and you are to pay taxes on the money that you have made, I would suggest that you schedule in a little bit of time to get your information together and get it over to your tax preparer ASAP. It's only one of you and one of your business and one of your tax returns, but for the tax preparer, they could be dealing with a lot of different companies, a lot of different people getting their taxes done. You want them to have the best mindset going in when they're doing your taxes and getting your papers together, so as to not overwhelm them or yourself. uh, if you have not, I strongly encourage you to start getting your stuff together and getting it over there to them. KOK says that's why a lot of people who go back who go back to work, I don't want anybody looking for me, right? Questioning, having questions for me or nothing. Exactly, exactly. I'm with you on that, KOK. I am with you. That was enough. Stressed the crap out of me when I was there. I definitely ain't coming back. But it is amazing to see how the climate has changed in the workforce. I've been out of the workforce for 10 years, and it is a big change, a big difference from when I was there. Um, Not enough to make me want to go back, though. Thank you. I didn't do a big chop. I love my long hair. I did transitioning process. And that ain't, yeah, yeah. It was explained to me, and I ain't doing it, Kay. Mama Shower says, I have sister locks. What? I have had them for 3 years and it has grown too fast. It was short when I started. Now it's down my back. It grows too fast. Yes, Mama Showers. I know that's pretty. Yes, ma'am. KLK says, I went natural once. I got pregnant with the editor. Really? That is amazing. As bad as I know this stuff is for my head and my scalp and my person, I ain't been able to do it, Kay. I have not wrapped my mind around that. Or should I say, I know what it's going to entail, and I am not disciplined enough to do that on a daily basis. Let's just call a thing a thing. I've heard about what it entails. I've had several beauticians, cosmetologists, locticians talk to me about the transition process from my relaxed hair to um, natural, and I don't want no parts of it. I'm not disciplined enough at this stage in my life to do what I need to do to maintain it, and as to not end up bald headed, by accident, I figure I'll just keep doing what I've been doing and just kind of deal with it. So hopefully I'll get myself in a better mindset to deal with that because I'll be 50 this year. So this is a long time for me to be having relaxers, but in the same sense, it's a long time for me not to have worked with natural hair. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that. Uh, S. Marie, what's that old song? I want to be right. Yes, goodness. Ashley says I got Clipper happy and started over on my hair. Really, Ashley? Oh man, I admire y'all. Good goodness, I admire y'all. Like I could do it, but then I'd cry and be like in a major state of depression. It's so crazy. It's definitely work. Yes, I have 3 heads of hair, full of hair. Yes, Ashley. All things with a K. I know. That's one of the reasons I don't be wanting to do it, because I did it for all of them years with my daughters. I don't want to do that. And that's why I wear a ponytail and stuff now. When I was in corporate America, I had to do my hair and stuff, but now I don't have. I'm not in corporate America. I don't have to do all that. So I don't know, but I'm gonna have to figure it out. Rachel says, "K, I transitioned for 8 months. Then I did the big job because someone said it wouldn't look good. I wouldn't look good with short hair, so I cut it off. Don't tell me what I won't look good doing, right? Exactly. I don't know who they thought they was talking to. Don't do that. These scrunchies. Let's put these scrunchies in here. Um, I don't think I'm putting this in here. And this kind of looks like it doesn't match. Did I bring any other ones in here besides those two? Nope, I didn't. I must have left the other bag. And I had those Heritage things from Dollar Tree that I was going to put on there. I had some more of these that had the peacher colors on there. But I don't see those either. And I don't think I really like that on there. I'm not even really liking, I don't want this in here in front of this. I had it over here at one point, but it kind of looks like it doesn't belong there either. I could put the scrunchie down there. All of this stuff, I'm going to take these little tags off of here for sure. I don't know. I don't know. Mm, yes, my husband took a double look. When did you do that? When you cut off all your hair, got them clippers to it. Ah, good for you, Richard, because they need to mind their business. Yes, exactly. Actually, how long did it take for your husband to realize it was gone? Or did he notice immediately? I have to take that off though. I don't like that. It's throwing off my color scheme. Put that down there. I could even put maybe a loofah thingy on there. We could do something like that. Not a loofah. What do you call the thing? Cover up my $29 value. I need them to know that there's $30 right there, that box. He noticed immediately when I walked outside to the car. Oh, goodness. Oh, man, that's funny. That is funny. I could put a bear up there. I don't want to put a bear up there. Can I put that up there? Kind of lopsided. Mm. At work now. Sedona says, at work now. Anybody come looking for me? I hope they are on a diet. They will have a long walk before they find me. I know that's right, Sedona. Don't let them do it to you, girl. All right, so this is as far as I got, and I've held you guys here hostage long enough. I thank you guys for hanging out with me, but this is what I've done. Not a lot of anything. I was actually going to do this turquoise with a turquoise bucket, but I think the offsetting color is a little bit better in this particular instance. I could even, I think this blue, kind of, sort of, maybe not really. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what we got. I'm thinking I have a couple of other little items to put in there. I don't know what those will be. Um, I have to go and look at some stuff in my workshop and see what all I got. But there's got to be some kind of little something something I can put in there. But this is what it looks like on the front, and the back is quiet and unassuming. There's not anything going on back here, but this except this little bag. Are you gonna hold that? Not really. Look like you about to flip off of there. I knew it. I wish I had some blue ones of these, and I probably do. I need to look and see. I know I had the Onyx Bathhouse ones. So I may have to check and see what we got going on. That's not right. Let me see. Ashley says it's a relief, but it's already growing back. This is the third time I've done it, but this time I went completely bald. What? Rachel says the hardest is part for me now is getting motivated to dress nice. Rachel, don't be on here telling these people all my business. Now, why are you in here talking about me in my face, Rachel? Like, why? I thought we was better than that. The hardest part for me now is getting motivated to dress nice again. After having to dress up for so many years, I just want to put on a simple shirt and leggings and pull my hair in a ponytail. I'm trying to do better in 2026 and start to fix up a little more. Oh, Rachel, it's like me and you will never part. Because, sis, I'm right there with you. When I tell you I'm right there, girl. When I tell you the day I retired, or let me take that back. The week I retired, I collected every stitch of professional wear, shoes, and stuff that I had, and I donated it immediately. Suits and all. Suits, heels, all of the things. Briefcases, well, I only had two briefcases that weren't Dooney and Burke, so but those briefcases, them work bags, all of that stuff, it had to go immediately. I didn't want anything to allow me to be able to go back to the work. Yeah, no. All of it went. I'm talking about trash bag after trash bag after trash bag. I put all that mess in my vehicle. I drove it to the it's like a charity thing that helps women transition back into the workforce. So I took that stuff up there, and they were like, "Oh, plus size professional wear." Yeah, here y'all go. Cause baby, I'm not finna do this. But yes, Rachel, we are right there, baby. Listen. Yes, yes, yes. Well, anyway, guys, this is the kind of sort of the gift. Like I said, I'm gonna add a little something, something. I don't need probably not too much of anything. Like Veggie Woman said, I could very well put a bear up here of some sort to kind of bring up the value a little bit more and to fill up that space because, as you guys know, my shrink is going to stop up here, or my cello wrap is going to stop all the way up here. So without there being anything over there, it's going to tilt and just look like a mess over there anyway. So I could very well put something up here that's going to give it a nice even foundation so that when I gather it up here, it'll actually gather. So I could put a bear up there. I could put some other kind of item up there. I do have other hair products like curling creams and smoothie type things. But if I have more Shea Moisture products, I could very well put those in there. But I don't think I'm going to do a lot of mixing of the products. I'm probably overthinking it. But I know me personally, I'm kind of particular about what all I put in there. So it's either somebody's going to be okay with mixing it or having the Shea Moisture or not. And so I think I'm going to just kind of stay safe and I'll put Shea Moisture in there if I have it. Other than that, I'm going to have to figure out some more to put in there. But I'm not going to put a lot in these gifts because I don't really want this to go over a certain price point. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking a good like 40, 45 bucks, 40 bucks. We got a couple hair products. We got that curling iron, a little cosmetic bag, a little head massager, some hair accessories. But yeah, I'll have to put a little something else in there to bump it up a little bit more to get my 40, 45 bucks. But I think, what do you guys think about the pricing on it? What would you guys get for this? Rachel says, "Baby, I have donated all my shoes and still have a few clothes in the back of my closet. I got one. I kept one suit. That was it. One." One. Y'all know those velvet small bags from Target last year? I'm working on with the fuchsia ones now. The velvet small bags. Hmm. Fuchsia's pretty. Yeah. Fuchsia's pretty. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I'm still working on my. Well, actually, I'm not working on my Green Bear challenge. He's been sitting over there where I left him, where you guys saw him last. But I need to finish him up and close him up. All Things with a K says 50, 55. Crystal says the price you suggest sounds great. Thank you, Crystal. Kay says 50, 55. All right, Kay. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I'll probably put something on the front to embellish it, of course. Something in the turquoise family. Something like that. A little something to bring out the color. And instead of them being matchy matchy, I think I will offset them, do the blues in the peach buckets. Or I could just, since I have one blue in a peach bucket, I may do the other one in a blue bucket. I don't know. We'll see. Tiny ones that LBE showed us and the bulls. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, cool. Yes. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys' gifts. I do have a couple of people to go catch up on. I just watched Rachel's mini jumbo cards, mini jumbo cards, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's a lot easier her way than I've seen on all of those other people. That whole exacto knife situation and the holding it with the straight razor and all that. Yeah, I wasn't able to do that. So those are pretty cool. And I've counted all of my socks. The only reason really I was thinking of doing it, I can do bluey socks, I can do strawberry shortcake, Spider Man, and I got somebody else. But I can put all those little socks inside of some of those little small mini jumbo cards. And the shoes, I mean, in the sock containers that she was showing. So I could do some of that. But yeah, the jury's still out. I think it's super cool though. Definitely. Sedona says, I have two Green Bear concepts waiting for me at home to finish tonight. Ooh, love to see it. Rachel says, I'm selling mine like that for 50. Have a couple I put with a robe and selling for 90. I sold one for Christmas. Hmm. Very interesting. Someone said to call them 3D cards. I like that name better. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually cool. I'm with you on that. I like that better. Mini jumbo cards is not a thing, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on that. I am. So that's it, you guys. I think I'm done for the day. I'm gonna get off of here. What time is it? Oh man, it's 5 o'clock. I can tell you one thing: when you don't go to work, the days just escape you. Really do. Oh, do y'all remember all of these things I got? These cups, these clear cups. Thanks for the live. Thank you for hanging out. I put Bluey in there, but I'm not a fan of these little cups. I don't know. I think it's how I have it in here. The socks are super long, so I can't even fold them so it's like half of his face. Because however I fold it, you're still not going to get a good view of who's in here. And with them being tall like this, I can't put anything else in here. I mean, I can, but you're not going to see it. Um, so the jury's still out on this. But like I said, I kind of thought I wanted to wrap it, of course, in cello, and then stick me a balloon out of the top of there. But the smallest balloons that I have are too big for this. So I got to figure out something. Let's see, that's still a little bit, maybe not that bad, I guess. Especially when I have my little, all that stuff up there. It kind of will balance out. So, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But, yeah. Like, look at it. Look at the Smurf one. That's a hot mess. That ain't finna, like, I can't do that like that. So, I'm gonna have to figure out something, y'all. Because I got 5, 6, 7 packs, and each of the packs has 7 socks in it. So that's 49 pairs of socks, uh, with 28 of them being bluey alone. So yeah, I may have went just a bit overboard with it, but between Valentine's and Easter and Mother's Day and Father's Day and all of the days, they should move relatively well. So I'm gonna have to figure something out, but I gotta move them. Why not do a small candy bouquet out of the top? Out of the top of the cup? I could definitely do that. Except I may not necessarily be the craftiest to do that. Are these kid socks? Hold on, no, these are women's socks. Why is this box so much bigger than the other box? I guess the men's socks are that much larger. Walmart has some V-Day treat boxes. You could put in the treat box and a balloon for the top. Let me see. Walmart has some Valentine's Day treat boxes. You could put in a treat box and a balloon on top. You could put in a treat box and a balloon on top. On top of the cups, Ashley? Because I don't think you're talking about on top of here. Some treat boxes. Are we talking about these little treat boxes? These ones? Because these came from Walmart. Oh, crap. I heard you that time. 10%. Okay, calm down. Mm, Rachel says, just wrap the styrofoam with foil and put mini chips, Rice Krispie treats, cotton in a balloon, candy in a balloon. Ashley says, yes, on top of those cups. I had posted a short. I did some with some Grinch socks. All right, so I need to go back and look for Ashley's post with some Grinch socks and some boxes on there, treat boxes. Rachel saying, wrap the cellophane, right, and put it in the cup. Not put it in the cup, but yeah. Mini Rice Krispie treats, candy, and a balloon. Okay, got it. Got it. And that's relatively easy to do because I could do those up. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. So yeah, I don't even know if I have 50 cups for all these freaking socks I done went and bought. But I don't have to use them all now, so I have to keep reminding myself. If I get a good number available to go out, then that is what it is. If I have to come back, or if I need to make some more at a later date, then I will for the other holidays. But for the time being, I'm not going to stress myself with trying to come up with something to do with 50 pairs of socks. Like, it ain't just going to happen. I would be able to then say, oh, I got 50 gifts. But the reality of the matter is all 50 of them probably are not going to go out in one holiday and move like that. Now, they could. I've done it before. But, just trying to be real with myself. So instead of bogging myself down with trying to make so many of them, if I can just come up with some good concepts with them, then I'll do a certain number of those and we'll move on to the next concept. So I thank you guys for your suggestions. And I'll definitely go back and look at Ashley's post to see what she did. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It was super fun. Oh, I think I showed you guys these. I don't know why I went over there and got these. But these are the socks that I'm talking about. The Spider-Man socks. We got the Strawberry Shortcake socks. And I did show y'all because somebody told me she was Orange Blossom because I said I was going to keep the brown girl. Yep. Hey, Essence Joy. Essence, we was just finna go. We finna come over to your house. What you doing? Are you working on gifts? We're gonna come over and watch you design. But seriously, who's going on next? Who's live next? Who? I know what I can put up there. I think. Yeah, I think I just figured that out. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of these together without you guys on here. And then run out there to the workshop and pick up that other item. I know exactly what's going to go up there. Let me take this down. Put up there on the top and I can close these off. And like I said, I'm just going to add some paper, some tissue, some shred around the bottom to fill in the gaps. Oh, I guess I'll finish telling you since I was all called myself teaching somebody something early. I don't know what that was about. And y'all just going to let me do it too. On these buckets, I usually cover up my y'all talking. Let me see. I usually put a piece of tape across here, front and inside, and that keeps the person from their hands from going through and messing up my bag when they try to pick it up by the handles. So it's still a little bit of a lift for them to pick it up, but if there's no hole for them to stick their fingers in, then I ain't got to worry about them tearing up my plastic before they even get home with the gift. So I usually do that on the sides. And also, if you use tissue and stick some tissue in here, then you don't see any of the connections of your foundation. You can put your shred down there as you normally would. So it's the same type of thing. You're just not using as much product. And like I say, you want to make sure you get them so that they are weighted at the bottom, counterweight them so that the wind doesn't come and knock them down. So that's any of your packaging methods or foundation methods that you don't fill up with like packing paper or something heavy. So that's all I had to say on that. Ashley says, hey. Oh no, the gifts are staring at me. I'm getting started tomorrow. Really, Essence? Essence says she getting started tomorrow. Now, Essence, I know it's something you can do today. It's something. Something you can do today. Make bows, cut some ribbon, open some shirt boxes, start making some foundations, sectioning off some stuff, that kind of stuff. So even if you may not be in the mindset of making, sometimes using our downtime to do some of our prep work can kind of get you in the mood to go ahead and get started. But don't listen to me. That's just a suggestion. Those are some things that you can do if you want to do a little something, but don't really feel like designing. Lasagna says, I may have missed you saying, where did you get the boxes? These boxes came from Target. The Flawless Edge, the Shea Moisture Flawless Edge 4-piece gift set came from Target. Ashley says, I wish I could find my tripod. That's the only reason I wouldn't. I have to hold my phone the whole time. Ashley, prop that thing up on something. Yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about. You know how to prop up a phone, Ashley. Don't play. Do not play. wherever you're gonna be, take your phone, figure out, put your picture camera part of it or whatever, put it on that so you'll be able to see what they'll see. Take your phone and you sit it up there, and now let me see. You know how to set up a camera, girl. So if you do it like that and you get something to keep it from moving, then you can go live wherever. That phone's up there by itself. It's held up by a box to give it enough height. I can put another box, another box, another box, however tall I need it to be. Put something behind it to hold your phone, and now you can go live. You don't have to hold it. And there's more than one way to skin a cat, Ladybug. Oh, I lost my own chat again. I'm running around here fussing at people like I'm somebody's mama. Let me see, let me see. Essence said, did you get the toy cell at Family Dollar? No, ma'am, I did not. Nope, I got some Clorox with my 15 off of 35 purchase. Essence laughing. Because I'm telling you what to do. I know, right? Hey, Sneeze, welcome in. Baskets to be on. Hey. Rachel says, y'all, I forgot to pay our light bill for the last 2 months. Our lights was about to be cut off tomorrow. I had to make a rush payment this morning before church. Rachel, no. I ain't gonna lie, Rachel. That is a fear of mine. We have our, because I'm so far in the country, the lights will go off every so often, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, crap, did I pay the light bill? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you caught that. I'm so glad you caught that. Rachel, that ain't nothing but the devil, right, Ashley? Ashley say, you right. Let me find something to prop this phone up. Let's go, Ashley. Let's go. Because you got all them ideas and all that creative juices and all of the things. I'm not a creative, you guys. I'm not like a creative person. I'm very analytical and all that kind of stuff. So the creativity of it all for me, yeah, that's why my boxes be looking kind of elementary, because I don't do a lot of the frill and the creative and all that. But you ladies that do, I be wanting y'all to show up and show out all the time. So yes, please showcase your stuff. Don't let lack of tripod, lack of design studio, lack of organization, lack of space on your table. Don't let that stop you. Um, it's a process. The people that are watching you and that are here with you and supporting you, we love you for you, and we are interested in what it is that you're doing and what you have to bring to the table. We want to support, and we can't support. I mean, we can, but it'll be awesome if we can come and support and look at some of the stuff you have. You want to start off where you are and deal with the number of followers or people that you have now, because in a minute, actually, you're gonna have 20,000 people, 20,000 subs, and then when you go live, it's gonna be like 1,000, 2,000 people in there. So we gonna have to work out the kinks, baby. We gotta get ready and get used to this now. With my little 40 people, my little 50 people, my little 80 people, we gonna get used to it now. So when all it takes is that one viral whatever to push you on the map. So let's go on and get it. Let's go on and get it. Moore says, Rachel girl, pat yourself on the back. You caught it. Yes, ma'am. So what I'm hearing is we going to Ashley House a bit. Yep, okay. Um, hey, Miss Terry. She says, hey. Oh. Ashley talking about Kay. Auntie's laughing. Right. Exactly. Rachel says, Ashley, no, that was God, because I don't look at mail. I opened the bill one morning and I was like, OMG. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Once a month. That's about it. Other than that, I don't be knowing what be going on. With that being said, I'm never going live. Anyway, that scared me. It is not. It's not. How is it scaring you? We're working it out with our 20 and 40 and 50 people right now. So by the time we get to thousands of folks and all that kind of stuff, we're going to be ready. You're going to have your A spoon coons, your day ones going to be there. You'll know who's in it for your journey and all that kind of stuff. So when you get this onslaught, this flood of people coming in, you're gonna be all right. Cause all of us are gonna be there, but we can't be there unless you start showing up and giving us some content to watch and share and participate in. You're right, Esmeree. I'm taking accountability. I will do better. That's right, girl. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm only telling you that because I love you, sis. And I don't want. It's one thing to not want to go live and not want to have a channel and just not want to do it. I understand that. And I'm not going to fuss at you or say anything about that. If you don't want to do it, then you don't want to do it. But I hear some of y'all say y'all want to do it, but you're scared. And we are not operating in places of fear. We are having faith that the Lord brought us to it and He's going to keep us through it while we do it. So let's not be fearful about it. Now, you tell me I don't want to do that, then you ain't got, I ain't going to say nothing else to you. I probably going to pick at you because you don't want to do it. But I'm not going to be trying to encourage you. I don't want y'all not doing stuff because you're scared. You know what I'm saying? We have so much time to live, so much life, so many experiences out there, and we need to make sure we're showing up for ourselves. And us being scared of whatever is really us showing up for ourselves. So she said, "Love you back." And I really, really, really am saying this with the most love. I Y'all know I'm a no nonsense type person. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you, and that's gonna be it. Ashley says I need to get my channel together. Yeah, Ashley, come on. We're gonna be right here. Rose says tell she's preaching the same to me via email. Love her. Yes, ma'am, I was. Let's get it. Let's get it. Email and on live and in person, you gonna get the same thing every single time. Baskets and Beyond says, I'm nervous, still haven't done a live. That's understandable. I totally get it. I totally get it. But are you going to allow that nervousness to keep you from doing a live? How long are you going to allow it to keep you from doing a live? When does nervous turn into straight up fear? Moore's listening. Fear was meant to keep us alive, not keep us from living. Yep. And we're living our lives, y'all. Y'all out here doing stuff that a lot of people don't wouldn't do. Make these gifts and go out and sell them and do all of the things. So we ain't scary people. We not. We're risk takers. We're willing to do what we need to do to make ourselves be successful. And that's another avenue. And y'all know I'm on you about the streams of income because I loves me a good stream of income. So when it's there for you to be making money in your sleep, yeah, we finna get on that. I'm at the door now, Ashley. Hello. I'm listening. Love it. Thank you. You're welcome, Baskets and Beyond. And like I said, guys, I mean it. I mean it from a genuine place. And that's not to say, yeah, everybody just go on here and just hit the live button and all of the things. Don't feel pressured. And, at the end of the day, I can't make you do crap. So you can be like, that lady can stop talking to me and leave me alone about that because I'm not doing it. And that'll be perfectly fine. But if you want to do it, then come on, baby, do it. Ashley says, I just be sitting here doing these baskets, but I try to wait until everyone is sleeping. They are loud during the day. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I do, Ashley. I do. And what could you do? You could put on music. You can do silent lives where you set your camera up and you design and put stuff together and it's just a silent live. There's a button on here that we can mute where you won't hear what's going on in my background. But you can do that as well. Or you can do a video, record yourself putting a gift together or record whatever, and then use one of those editing softwares and put music behind it. Or do a voiceover when they're not loud. You know what I'm saying? Wait until at night. And now you got your video of the gifts that you've created. The family's gone to sleep. The house is quiet. You can go in there and say, okay, guys, this is the gift I created. And you talk us through what we're seeing on the video. That's a voiceover. You can do that as well. You're still getting your content out there. Rachel says, absolutely. And to think, when I was younger, I was terrified of public speaking. Yes. But I kicked that fear in the face. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely terrified of public speaking. Yes. Balloon, me and Rachel and peas in a pod, I tell y'all. Balloon Junkie. Hey, y'all. We'll be going live today. Hey, we going over to Balloon Junkie house. Who all goes live today so we can participate. Balloon Junkie, we don't have no schedules over here. I know Sean goes in the morning. Still Classic goes Saturdays, and I think that's the only person that has still keeps up with their original schedule. So yeah, there's no set times or whatever. We just kind of float around. Now I will say, especially if you have don't have a large following yet, any of you, if you're planning to go live, I would suggest you mention that. Even ask permission from whoever's live you're in, but ask them if you could let people know that you're going live, and then that way you're able to tell us, hey guys, at 6 o'clock I'll be live on Saturday. I'd love for you guys to come by, and then that have not been subscribing or we don't get notifications, we can know to come over and look for you at that time. So if you don't have a large following or whatever and you still want the people to come, see if you can mention it in something or either put a post on your page and say it. And then some of us who see it can share that post out or say it when on a live ourselves and get people over to your house so they can come and watch you. But nope, I'm here, Balloon Junkie. I'm ready to participate. Rachel says, I have made a choice in my life to not let fear or people's opinions influence my decisions in life. Amen, Rachel. Yep. Morris says, thanks, Marie. I told myself I was going to go hard for me this year. I have posted more and consistently trying to post. Congratulations, More. That is amazing. Ashley says, okay. Balloon Junkie says, I was worried about how to what, Balloon Junkie? How to go live? How to let us know you were going live? All Things with the Case says, that's what I did for my first time. Mama Shant said that I was going after her. We come in, Balloon Junkie. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Queen in Indiana. Queen gonna get a day that I do go live more, and I will inform everybody. Yes, ma'am. Queen getting her a day. I know that's right. The rest of us just kind of come on whenever we come on. I just come on to fill space sometime. I come up here, and if I ain't seen nobody been live in a couple of hours, sometime I'll come on. It just depends on what all I got going on. But I don't really think there's many of us who are keeping a schedule with it. It's kind of as we try to, as we get time or as we're working on stuff. Like I was gonna go live earlier this morning, and no sooner than I was about to go live, Sean came on, and I was like, "Thank you." That kept me from going live, so I sat here and did some other stuff. I started making bows and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So yeah. Queen says that gift is very nice, Esmery. This thus far. Thank you. You see, it ain't there yet, huh? We still working on it. I just thought of something to put up there on top of that box, so I'm gonna go get that and put on there, and then I'm gonna do the rest of them. I think I'm probably gonna do like 4 of them in this little in these color patterns. I may switch up and do some of these bluer buckets, the teal buckets too. But for the most part, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use our ribbon and stuff to bring all that stuff together, and we should be good to go. Balloon Junkie says, thanks for that response, mentioning on your live. I mentioned it with you as I'm making sure you know. I know. Thank you, ma'am. I am more than aware. Um, Kay says, I've gotten 7 gifts done. Thanks, Esmery. Look at you. See that? Your feet twirling together under the covers was not going to get you 7 gifts. See what I'm talking about? And you can add up how much of those gifts cost, and you will realize that you being in your bed twiddling your feet was keeping you from making the 7 gifts, which equated to $550. You know what I'm saying? So hey, what are we really doing here? If you had the option to lay in that bed under the cover and twiddle your feet, or to pick up $550, which one you gonna do? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. You ain't got to answer either. I understand. And money is not the root of all. I get it. I get it. I was just asking a question. Moore says, "Hi, Balloon Junkie." Hey, Susan. Welcome in. Welcome in. We were just wrapping up. Shawnee says, "I'm back. Had to step off. I missed church, and honey, the people was calling. Really? Well, that's good. They were watching out for you, Shawnee. Checking out and making sure you were available, and that everything was good for you." All right, guys. Well, let's get off of here. I done missed Charlie Shop's live. She went on right after I went on, I think. I'm just seeing her thingy. So you mean to tell me I've been up here for 2.5 hours? Yeah, I'm finna hang y'all up. We ain't doing this. All right, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you hanging out and showing some love and listening to me rant and rave and fuss about absolutely nothing. I hope something I said has helped you. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I do really want you all to succeed. And yeah, it's at your pace. But just know that you do have a community behind you that wants you to succeed as well. And we're going to do everything in our power to help you get to where you want to go. But you got to make this. You got to make the move. You got to do it. We can't make it for you. We can't do it for you. So, if you want to do it, let's go. Because there's a whole bunch of people that's willing to help push you along to get you where you want to be. Have a good rest of your night, you guys. Shamika says. Basket says thank you. Rachel says bye. Says see you later, Rachel. Thank you for the live. Thank you, Ashley, for coming in and sharing. I appreciate you. Have a great day, Susan, as well. Thank you so much. Moore says, "Good evening, Aunt Marie. Enjoyed your live. I enjoyed you guys too." Basket says, "I love this basket community. Ain't it the best? Girl, if people only knew. If people only knew." Shani says, "Bye, y'all." All right, you guys. Y'all be good, and we'll chat at y'all later. Look forward to basket balloon. Balloon Junkie going live a little bit later. If you guys are not following Balloon Junkie, we invite you to come on over and follow. Uh, what am I doing? Oh, okay. We invite you to come on over and follow. I'll put her link in the chat, and then you guys can go on over and make sure you're following her. She is, in my picture, in my opinion, a balloon artist, and she's got some ways to help us elevate our gifts rather inexpensively, but I think it's some things that a lot of you guys would enjoy. So if you guys are not following Balloon Junkie, come on over there because we be having a good time. And we hate for you guys to get left out. Now, after we go over there and learn all of the stuff, we will come back and let you guys know. But it will be awesome if you guys were there with us in the first place. So y'all come on over. Let's hang out. Other than that, I'm finna get off. And thanks for posting. We'll subscribe. Thank you, Shawnee. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get that since I just put it up there. I don't know why that just crossed my mind. But y'all go ahead and get subscribed. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I will. Let me go in here and do my hair. I'm gonna go get that thing and come back and do some of these gifts. But I think it's time to go ahead and do this head. I think. And I might as well do it today because I know I gotta go somewhere tomorrow. So I ain't gonna want to do it if I make it outside of my house tomorrow. So yeah, let me go ahead and I might do it. I don't know. We'll see. And does anybody know if anybody else is on live currently? Let me see. Subscriptions. Um, Balloon Junkie just put a thing up. She says, "Hey, Balloon Junkie, I'm going live today at 7:30 p.m. You don't want to miss this one." So Balloon Junkie is going live at 7:30, and I think Balloon Junkie is Central Time. So it's currently 5:30 in Florida, and it's 4:30 in Texas. So in about 3 hours, Balloon Junkie should be live. Is anybody else going live today? Central Time. If anybody else is going live or has anything else they want to share, let us know. Like I said, I'm just hanging out so you guys can get the link right quick and go over and subscribe. I don't see anybody else live from the community, that is. But YouTube's been unsubscribing me from people, so I can't even say for sure if I'm even getting all of my notifications. Yeah, apparently not, because there's Wendy 17 hours ago. I didn't even see her video. Falonda been up. Yeah, let me go catch up on me some stuff. All right, you guys, I'm gone. Let me see. Make sure y'all ain't said nothing else. Just subscribed. Subbed. Balloon Junkie. I need to send my email. Please do more. That's a heart. Hold on. Get back on here so I can see my chat, because I can't see nothing on that phone over there, because I didn't turn my screen completely black. Um, Thanks. Posting with subscribed. I'll be there. That's love. Balloon Junkie, it's in 3 hours, correct? You are Central Time. Don't forget to add that to your postings, guys. That'll help a lot, because we ain't all on the same time zone. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Balloon's in Texas. Who is this? Oh, Ali Sadiq. Go watch some of his comedy and laugh while I do a couple gifts. And then we're going to get started on some hair and some laundry. And some doggone laundry. All right. Okay, guys, I'm heading off. Y'all be good. I'll chat at y'all later. Peace and blessings. Thanks for hanging out.